Hey everybody, the Long Shot Signatures here. This is episode 47 of my TTM returns. Gotten in 7 successes over the past 2 days. I had 2 returns that were successful, along with 3 failures yesterday, and had in 5 successes today. So, as well as a purchase. So we'll start off with the failures. First 2 are both coming back from Hendrick Motorsports. I wrote to a couple of their former crew chiefs who were, from what I could find, still involved with the team. Kenny Francis and Keith Roden. Apparently they are no longer with the team. Didn't see any updates on that, so I thought I had a good address there, but they were kind enough to send the envelopes back in their own at the same time, so I'll have to maybe see if I can find another address for them. I also had a failure from Michigan women's basketball coach Kim Barnes Orico, I think is how it's pronounced. I got a pretty typical Michigan letter of denial where it didn't even acknowledge the request at all. It was just saying, we appreciate having you as a fan, blah, 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 and go team. So those came back unsigned, but they did send a pretty cool challenge coin for the team. So, I mean, at least I got something back. So, stinks I wasn't able to add her to the collection. I think I'm 0 for 3 with Michigan coaches, and I sent to a 4th one for college baseball. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get that one back. But, still got in some successes, so I'll start sharing those now. First one is a 4 of 2 from a former NASCAR driver. He won a modified tour championship in '92, but he also raced in some of the higher series of NASCAR all the way up to Cup Series. And he signed both photos and also had the team owner sign as well. So got these back from Jeff Fuller, who had front row Joe Nemechek sign the photos as well. So really cool to get those. Pretty quick return there as well. Then we had a hero card request from IndyCar. Received 3 signed hero cards from Team Penske for their 3 drivers this year. I haven't looked to see if these are, this year's hero cards. I'm pretty sure I already have this Scott McLaughlin one. But also got Joseph Newgarden in there. So those are the 3 drivers that they are sporting this season. Glad to get that. Really fast return too, only 8 days. And then we got in 5 today, like I said, including a purchase. I'll show that at the end. But first one here is a baseball return. It is a 5 of 5 success. This guy charges $5 per former pitcher. Got back Juan Berenger, signed there in blue. He won a World Series back in his playing days. And for $5, not bad at all. The only set that he was not in that I focus on is the 92 Leaf, but he was in every other set. So really glad to get those. Then the rest of these are hockey TTM successes. First one is coming back from Sweden on an Indy Fuel card. This is a 1 of 1 return from Alex Lavoie. Then we have a former NHL winger, and he is now the head coach for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Am I thinking of the right team? I might be. Whoever the Flyers AHL affiliate is. There's 2 Phantoms teams, and I always forget which one is which. We got back 1 of 1 from Ian LaPerriere. He won the 2010-2011 Masterton Trophy for kind of like perseverance and overcoming stuff beyond the game. He had a injury that basically ended his career, but he stayed on the roster and really tried to come back. Wasn't able to, unfortunately, but he was a good player back in the day, and so they recognized his commitment to the game and for trying to overcome the injury. think it was an eye injury, if I remember correctly. Then we have a current goaltender. I'll need to thank whoever I saw get this guy back first, because this is my first ever New York Rangers return. But signing 2 of 2, got their goaltender Alexander Georgiev. I say it's my first ever Rangers return ever because if any of you have been collecting hockey for any amount of time, you know that the Rangers are pretty much one of the worst teams when it comes to fan mail. And so the trick is to not send to Madison Square Garden. Your request will either be sent back unsigned with a little note, or you'll just not receive anything back at all. There is a secondary address, which has been out there for quite some time. It's just not used very often. And I think it's like a training facility for the team, an ice rink or something. And someone else tried it out for Georgiev, got some cards back signed, figured I'd give it a shot, and it didn't take all that long. So really, really cool to get that. Hopefully, might be able to start using that for some future Rangers players. There's quite a few that I know who signed with previous teams, and maybe I can start getting them through there. But really, really glad to get that one back. And then last TTM success that we have is from an owner. He's the former owner of the Nashville Predators and current owner of the Minnesota Wild. Got back 2 of 2 from Craig Leopold. So he's been an owner in the NHL for a long time. And he's been a pretty good signer from what I can find. So really cool to finally get him. And then we got an eBay purchase. As you guys know, I've been working on getting some college baseball coaches, and I got involved in it pretty late, so I have missed out on a few of the bigger name coaches who have since passed away, including this guy. So I was just looking on eBay, seeing if someone had like maybe a photo or something like that signed by the guy. I can't find anything on this guy other than one Topps trading card that was made for the Allen and Ginter set. So paid a little bit of a hefty price, but considering he is the second winningest college baseball coach of all time, 5-time national champion, and this is really the only certified autograph of his that's out there, figured it was worth it. So purchased a signed Allen and Ginter of Augie Garrido, former head coach for Texas baseball. I want to say he also coached at Cal State Fullerton, so he's the only college baseball coach to win more than one national championship with 2 different teams. So he won at least 2 with Cal State, Fullerton, and at least 2 with Texas. I don't know which one had the third one, but really glad to have him in the collection. At one point, he was the winningest all time. He has only been passed by one other guy, Mike Martin Sr., who is now retired from Florida State. Sent off to him too. Hopefully that one comes back. But really, really glad to add that one to the collection. That's the only trading card that's ever been officially licensed that I could find of him. And they did have some autographed editions, which was really cool. But those are really hard to find. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.